Get them Haitians out. They nasty and love to live in garbage. They are responsible for the destruction of their country. And why should we allow them to come to our country and turn us into Haiti? Hey, Mr. Immigration Officer, see one there. Don't let him escape. These are the statements uttered by many of the enraged citizens of the Bahamas over what they consider to be a vexing immigration problem. This report will assess the theme the Caribbean today is characterized by grave intolerance and mistrust at all levels, specifically as it relates to the Haitian immigrant problem in the Bahamas. Intolerance is defined as an unwillingness to accept views, beliefs, or behavior that differ from one's own. Throughout Caribbean civilization, the theme of identity was resonant, revealing itself through the theme of conquerors and conquered in the idea of race, a biological structure that places some in a natural situation of inferiority to another. The conquerors assumed the idea as the founding element. Therefore, the Caribbean was and still is classified within this new model of power, leading to intolerance. Through research, we saw the various labor systems, and this new structure, Bahamians versus Haitians, is an articulation of all historically known previous structures of control leading to intolerance. This development produced new social identities that functioned around the idea of race as a biological entity, leading to modern-day racism intolerance in the 21st century Caribbean. After independence in the Bahamas, the Independence Constitution stated that those born in the Bahamas before July 10th, 1973 were eligible for Bahamian citizenship. However, those born in the Bahamas after July 9th, 1973 to non-Bahamian parents were not granted automatic citizenship. Instead, they have to apply for citizenship within a year of their 18th birthday. The government internalized and reproduced Eurocentrism, and this led to the now current view of Haitians as naturally inferior. Today, Bahamians perceive Haitians as an economic threat because they will work for low wages. As we look throughout the Caribbean, the same can be said about intolerance of Venezuelans in Trinidad and Tobago. In an article in the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian, the headline read, "Venezuelans preyed upon despite registration." The underlying issue here is identity. In a report from the Guardian, Thursday the 15th of November 2015, under the heading "Dominicans of Haitian Descent Turn into Ghost Citizens," an Amnesty International report noted that authorities in the Dominican Republic rendered generations of people stateless in violation of their human rights. The media also plays a significant role in the expansion of xenophobia, hatred, and intolerance due to their representation of Haitians in the Bahamas and Haiti. Post-Hurricane Dorian, reports of civil unrest if repatriations continued. Also in newspapers, Haitians are described as a burden, living tax-free, and a threat to Bahamian development. There were even reports of shooting on the island of Abaco by Haitians following Hurricane Dorian, breaking into people's homes as chronicled by the Tribune under the heading, "Abaco has no law." Recently reported by the Miami Herald under the heading, "French couple seeking to adopt murdered in Haiti," has raised international news. Who is to say that this incident was not drug related, or if this couple were involved in child trafficking? Interestingly, the Chinese have completely infiltrated the Caribbean. The Chinese infiltration seems to be the case in many of the islands of the Caribbean, including Trinidad, but they are not met with the same disdain despite being well noted for eating rodents. Newsweek on the 22nd of November 2019 reported that a Chinese man was hospitalized with 700 tapeworms in his brain after eating uncooked pork. In an interview with the Nassau Guardian, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Dr. Hubert Minnis, warned that undocumented migrants affected by Hurricane Dorian would not receive asylum or special treatment. He also warned Bahamian businesses not to hire migrants without proper work permits. In terms of religion, Haitians also are strongly associated with the religious practice of Obeah and Voodoo. To most Bahamians, the practice of voodoo is allied with devil worship, evil spirits, dishonor, and greed. These racialized images of intolerance through the legislature, media, society have played a significant role in promoting anti-Haitian sentiment, xenophobia, marginalization, and discrimination towards Haitians in the Bahamas, confirming grave intolerance and mistrust at all levels. All of these institutions maintain and reflect what they consider to be Bahamian identity. In effect, legislation and social constructions have sought to control the Haitian community and prevent them from being fully recognized or integrated into the mainstream of society in both the Bahamas and the Dominican Republic. Thank you.